Here we go again. I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling I am so sick of snow. Here in Utah, it's not going away. Let's go in the house and let's play. Gotta leave work first. Get to clean off my car again. Yesterday was 56. It was amazing. I was out here working with a lot of things out here, and today, snow again. Let's go play inside. Much better. I'm in here in my sunroom. We are going to work on plants. We're going to work on seedlings. I don't thin seedlings because I don't like to kill any of them. So we separate them. I also have several things that can go in root riots. I'll give you a tour of what I have in here. First, we'll do a tour of the sunroom, and then we'll get to working on seedlings. Okay, we'll start over here on the washer and dryer that we need to get working. We've got tons of tomatoes, coleus, and then these snapdragons came from the store. I'm trying to do cuttings, so I'm going to cut and put them in root riots. I'll try to do that today. This one has a lot of peppers. I don't know what this is. Some sort of flower got in with my peppers. Let me know if you think what you think it is. Ranunculus. We got some geraniums that need to be separated. More tomatoes. Double click cranberry cosmos. I thought I put that under the heat. I might go move that into the propagation station. Here's how my ranunculus are doing. They have aphids. I'm gonna cry. Oh well, such is life. This is my daughter's cactus collection. Here's some new dahlia tubers I have coming up. There's a terracotta. So many pretty varieties. This might be my favorite, my most excited. Kelgi Ann. We got 2 growth points coming up. And then look at these beautiful coleus cuttings. I think it's the easiest way to do coleus cuttings is just in water. A few random things on the dirty floor. More ranunculus, more seedlings. Over here we have more dahlias waking up. Ivanetti is almost ready for some cuttings. Mardi Gras, fluffles. Colorado Classic. These guys right here are all of my cat wants food, so of course he's going to meow. These are all my dwarfs, and I'm kind of sad about them because they're stunted, and I've fed them with fish emulsion, but they just don't look good. So I'm going to try to separate those and see if I can get them to look a lot better. Maybe the potting soil just didn't have the right nutrients. I'm not sure. Over here are some of my separated geraniums. My daughter made this pot. Isn't that cute? And then this direction, this is the snapdragons soil blocks. These were soil blocks, but they did not work for me. So I decided to squish them down, and now they're snapdragons, and they're coming up. Got more geraniums, more tomatoes. I love my tomatoes. This is my daughter's succulent collection. More tomatoes, more dahlias, little Scotty. That one's coming up. Does it have a name? Metro Star? I don't remember that one. Alright, let's see if I can get past over here. Okay, we got more. This is an allium. A small allium. I've never grown that variety before. Over here we have some tulips that are about to open. This is the forced bulbs that I did. This is a little bed that my daughter put together. That one too. One more primrose. You need to come deadhead. I bought the primrose because I needed some color and I needed to play. But now I've got plenty of things to play with. Over here we have more dahlias that I'm waiting to take cuttings on, and then I'll pot them up separately for this season. I did a video on this one. This is a dwarf dahlia that I've been taking cuttings with. These are seedlings. No, they're not seedlings. These are cuttings. Look at this. Giant Marconi, let's see if that's right. Yeah, giant Marconi peppers that I overwintered. Isn't that fun? And then over here, I'll open the propagation stations in a minute. I just potted up some coleus cuttings. We got lots of peppers that need to be divided. Like that one, look at that. Leisha, yay! Finally got Leisha to work. Oh, I'm so excited. We're getting some aphids. Not happy about the aphids. And then we got more, oh, these ones say fish peppers, but there's no variegation. And I remember last time I grew fish peppers, the variegation started pretty early. So I don't know if those are fish peppers or not. We got more seedlings of tomatoes coming up. These are my biggest peppers I have going right now. And then those are neglected little gardens that my daughter did that I'm about to pull out and put ranunculus in them. Okay, shall we open the propagation stations? This one here has dahlia cuttings in it. These are the bush dahlias, and these are individual. Some of them are labeled, some of them aren't. This one is the one that fell this morning. I was so sad. So I tried to salvage what I could. I think we're going to be okay. They're trying to bounce back though. This is the one that has been doing the very best, I think. So I've got a lot of dahlia cuttings. And then I just put some coral bells over here and double cranberry cosmos. So that's where I had 2 of them, I guess. So not too bad. A lot of people ask me, why do you garden inside when you believe in winter sowing so much? Well, some things do better inside than they do outside. And I have to have something to play with when it's so gross out there. I want to get my hands in the dirt, the soil. I want to play. I want to learn. So taking cuttings, playing with my seedlings, I need it. So while it's crazy weather outside, I'm going to work on some seedlings inside. So first I'm going to take the geranium seedlings and I'm going to separate them out into their own cups. Give them more room. I'm so excited to see what colors these are going to be. And then I'm going to take my peppers and separate them out. Let me get one of those. Into their own cups. This says fish pepper, but there's no variegation on it, so we'll see what it actually is. And then I'm going to take some snapdragons that are kind of spindly, and I'm going to take cuttings of those and place them in root riots. And if I have any time, I'll work on this bush dahlia and take cuttings of the bush dahlia too. So come along. One of the projects I'm going to do with these root riots is I want to root some snapdragons. This snapdragon came from the store, but it was kind of spindly, and I want to make it more sturdy at the bottom, so I'm going to take these and I'm going to root them in root riots. Do you guys ever do that? Do you ever buy a plant just so you can propagate it? I sure do. Okay, so these are snapdragons I got over at Home Depot. This one's really spindly because they didn't cut it back. When you cut it back, it makes it really sturdy at the bottom of the plant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it back like this, and I'm going to make some cuttings of this. And I'm going to put it in the root riots under a heating mat, on a heating mat, under a humidity dome. So I'm going to take this little cutting right here, take off all the leaves except for the top, put it in the rooting hormone, and then we're just going to pop it in a root riot plug. These are very wet because I live in a desert and they dry out really fast. So there's one ready to go. I'm going to do it to the rest of these. I was able to make 6 cuttings from the snapdragons. So now I'm going to do a couple dahlias. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the snapdragons. So I'm going to get 4 cuttings out of this. Oh, I only have 3 root riots. I'm going to get 3 cuttings out of this. So what you do is you just take off the lower leaves and you cut under a leaf node, put it in rooting hormone, and stick it in the root riot. Okay, I made all of the cuttings fit in this propagator. We got the snapdragons, and then these are the dahlias I just did. That's like tipping over. And these are some of the ones I've done last week. Okay, my daughter's going to help me. These are corbachi peppers. I tried them a couple years ago. Oh, they were so good. They're a really yummy seasoning pepper. They are sweet peppers, but that's how I describe them, as a seasoning pepper. They were really yummy. Okay, so what we're going to do, you're getting kind of leggy too. We're going to make our finger like a shovel, and we're going to come and try to get under the root system. And hopefully you can see this. Okay, so now we have a little. Okay, now I have a little seedling. I'm going to put some potting soil in the bottom first, and then we're going to take and kind of put this seedling in the hole. Okay, and I'm going to fill this side and this side with some more potting soil. Most of that potting soil was pretty dry, so I'm going to take some of the water that I have here. It just has potting soil in it too, and I'm going to let this water settle it in. And I'll probably put the soil to about there, where my hands are. We're going to show you how to do, this is a geranium, and this is a mix, so I don't know the specific colors on it. So I'm not going to label it all. So the same thing, if you can get in here, do you see these seedlings all in the same spot? So we're just going to take our finger, kind of dig a little, and try to get under the seedlings. So I got 2 there. And then we're just going to separate them like that. So now this one is going to come in this cup. Same thing, we're going to get some potting soil first. Okay, we're going to put some potting soil at the bottom first. I'm going to do a little more because this is such a tiny little seedling. And then you kind of make a little indentation, put your little seedling in, kind of like to make it in the center. So because the potting soil is dry when I'm working with these seedlings, then I like to backfill with a little bit of water on both sides, let it settle, and then push it back down again. And now I'm going to do that about 1,000,000 more times to all of these in any individual cup I can find. I'll be back. So I had a good time potting up all these different seedlings today because I'm so sick of the weather. Let's play inside. See you later. Bye. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like, subscribe, follow along. Thank you for all the support. See ya. Bye. Enough snow already.